All right, this is part 2. I'm feeling it, y'all. This is part 2 of The Bible is Truth. Okay? You got to watch part 1 to get part 2. So, we were talking about Matthew 9:29, and we were talking about according to your faith be it unto you. So, I was segueing into John 10:24 through 28. I want to read this to you guys and continue to elaborate on my previous message. Then the Jews round about him and said unto him, How long dost thou make us to doubt? If thou be the Christ, tell us plainly. Jesus answered them, I told you, and you believe not. The works that I do in my Father's name, they bear witness of me. But ye believe not, because ye are not my sheep, as I said unto you. My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me. And I give unto them eternal life, and they shall never perish, neither shall any man pluck them out of my hand. Jesus, he spoke in parables so that his sheep could hear him. See, they always wanted him to plainly say it. You see how he was just like, how long dost thou make us doubt? If thou be the Christ, tell us plainly. Like, they were just getting irritated. They were just like, come on, just tell me straight up. Just straight up tell me. Like they wanted him to plainly say it. But if it was plainly said, any old trickster could come along and twist the word or manipulate it to get what they want. It's worded in a way that those who have ears hear and those who have eyes can see. It's spiritual, you guys. It is spiritual. The Bible is not just a book of knowledge, a history book. Those things are in it, yeah, but that's not all it is. No matter how plainly Jesus said it, reprobated minded people still wouldn't understand. So I feel like you have to clear and renew your mind of all preconceived notions of what's possible and what's not possible when you're reading the book of life, which is the Holy Bible. This is not a fantasy book, nor just a plain history book. Yes, it has history. Yes, miracles were performed. That's the deep spiritual aspect of it. And yes, it offers knowledge, but we should perceive this book as a holy, living text that is transformative and very much actively prophesying and relevant to this day. The stuff that's in the Bible is literally happening to this day. Like, the Bible prophesied about a lot of this stuff back then. Okay? And that's what I just want to get into. I guess I'm pretty much the reason why I read John 24 and 28. He's just like, I told you. You didn't believe me. I told you, you didn't believe me. It's like people want to read the Bible in disbelief. A lot of people are reading it in disbelief just to read it, just to say they read it or just to feel like a good Christian. But you're reading in disbelief. Your position when you're reading it is full of pride. It's full of angst. It's full of like, yeah, right. You know what I mean? So it's like he said, I could tell you plain as day what it is, but are you going to believe me? Are you going to believe me? And this is what I got to say about the Bible. The scriptures plainly tell you how the earth was created, how God did it, how man was created. It give you civil laws. It give you moral laws, what you should and shouldn't eat. It'll tell you all that. It'll tell you how to live a holy life. And people believe it not. Like, all these questions that people be having and all these wonders, and they just like, we don't have the answer to this, and we don't have the answer to this, and we really don't know this. It's like, The Bible gave you an answer. But people are so distrusting of the Bible, and they're so like, they have so much church hurt and so much disgust. It's like the Bible literally gives you philosophical answers. I'm a philosophy student. I love philosophy in college. Philosophy was one of those things that any real quote unquote spiritual person, that's what's so funny to me. People always, they be like, I'm not religious, I'm spiritual. Y'all already know I talked about that before, but it's, you know, check out my other videos. Like, Jesus hated religion. Religious people killed Jesus. Like, the Bible has nothing to do with religion, you know. So I guess my overall message for part 1 and part 2 is just like, the Bible is truth. It is living text. It is living, breathing text. You get a new interpretation on the Bible a lot. So when people just be like, oh, I read the Bible, I already know, like, red flag. Red flag. That is a red flag. When people just, oh, I read the Bible. I'm like, you know, I have a lot of wisdom, you know, not to toot my own horn. This wisdom came from God. All this wisdom that I have came from God, okay? God will really reveal secrets to you when you are seeking him, okay? This came from God. You know, I got some worldly knowledge as well. And you be talking to people, and it's like, I respect people to the utmost, but it's like you be talking to them, and I'm like, how did you read the Bible 3 times and you like still think like this? Like, that's confusing to me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you have to read the Bible and you have to believe what you're reading. Like, a lot of people can get so invested in BMF, Power. Y'all can get so invested in a TV show. But when it comes to the Bible, y'all don't even really want to get invested in that. Like, y'all will really act like these people are these people. Like, y'all call Lisa Ray Diamond. You know, y'all call Uncle Phil. Like, y'all don't even call these people by their real name because y'all so invested in their character. But when it comes to the Bible, it's like, well, I don't know about that. And it's just this false narrative going around about what the Bible is and what it does to people. And I could just tell that a lot of this stuff is regurgitated. Like, I was talking to somebody today, and they was like, oh, in slavery, they forced us to read the Bible. In slavery, they told us we couldn't read. So it's kind of like, that's not true. They didn't want us reading the Bible. It was a slave owner sitting up there cherry picking it for you and telling you that if you touch it, you'll die. So, you know, I'm just here to advocate for the Bible, and I want people to pick up the Bible because it is a transformational book. Y'all read every other book except for the Bible. And if y'all do read it, like I said, y'all reading it like it's a fairy tale, like it's a fantasy book. I want us to read this like we know that we, like you're expecting for your life to change. And I feel like that's where the transformation come in, is with the faith. Faith and belief is like one and the same. Faith and belief is like really close and tight. Like, I've had stuff happen to me strictly only because I believed it. Like, and at first it's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable just believing what you can't see. That is so uncomfortable. That is so uncomfortable. But I'm telling you guys, that's the key to the Bible. When you start believing it, that's when those words become flesh. That's when those words become manifest. That's when your life starts changing for real, for real. And when you start doing the commandments and you start doing this stuff, and you know, because it be strictly the love. It's strictly the love for God that makes you want to do this stuff. You know what I'm saying? And you pushing away certain stuff. Like, baby, I ain't had no crab legs, shrimp, lobster in about 8 months. That was my favorite. Like, listen to me. This is when sacrifice and so much stuff come into it. My favorite food was crab legs. I would literally go get fat crab legs spend $80 just to eat some crab, okay? Just abominable. You know, but ever since I sacrificed that and just following the laws, statutes, and commandments, it's so much other stuff to eat. Like, come on now. Like, we be acting like we can't eat nothing else. But God, when you honor God, he honors you back. It's a partnership. It's a back and forth. He's the Almighty. Don't get it twisted. But ye are gods. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people like to twist that scripture too. Ye are gods. Yes, ye are gods, meaning we working together. We don't exalt ourselves over the Most High. We're not Satan. We not coveting after his position. We not that. He's walking with us. Like, oh my God. God is so beautiful. God is so beautiful, and he's so good, and I'm so thankful for this revelation. And I'm just thankful to like be back on here talking to you guys about this, because this is what light me up. It's just, I'm so passionate about it, you know. And I want to let you guys know that I'm starting my coaching sessions. Yes, that's right. I'm doing coaching sessions. And I also want to set it up for me to have mentorship programs as well, because I want to be able to mentor people as well. I've had at least probably six mentees in my life before. And I just love taking somebody under my wing and, you know, just giving them confidence, motivation, encouragement, all types of stuff like that. And then coaching, of course, we about to be coaching. We about to creatively coach. The link is in the description. I gotta have to fully fill out my description tab on my services. But I do 1 hour of coaching for that price. It's a very cheap price, you guys, and it's life-changing. And you got a real friend, okay? You have a real friend. You have somebody that actually cares about you, and somebody that actually listens to you. Because I know how it is when people be acting like they listening, like you don't even get it, like you don't even get the half of it. But I'm gonna just put the link in my bio. God wanted me to say that. He wanted me to say that. He just wanted me to say that. He want me to get serious about my coaching. I'm still learning. We're all still learning. But I've overcame some things, guys, in my life. I've truly overcame some things. And God has truly bestowed real wisdom on me. And people tell me this is what I've been called to do for my life. People tell me all the time, like, wow, you really made me think. Wow, you really changed me. Like, I've been hearing this since I was so young. The way I make people think, the way I get intimate with people, and just the way that I love. I don't know, I just love so hard. I love to see somebody shine and glow for them. It ain't about me. It's really not about me. It's about saving these souls. It's people out here that need saving for real. And I'm always going to be a suicide prevention advocate, because that touched me deeply. And I'm always going to be an addiction recovery specialist. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm always going to help people with addiction. That I'm always going to do that. God blessed me to get rid of an addiction that I thought I would never get rid of. And I'm living, and I'm here today to talk about it. So I just want to help people that's still going through that. So I love you guys. Y'all some gangsters for real. Like, oh my God, I'm just feeling so happy right now. Like, I'm glad that I got this out, because it was heavy on me. I was gonna actually try to do this video super early in the morning. I don't know where the time went, but I'm glad that I'm doing it now, because I feel great. I feel amazing, and I hope that you guys learned something from this. I'm working on my delivery. I'm working on, like, just, you know, not being so passionate to the point where I can't get my point out. And I'm just working on it, y'all. I'm about to, you feel me? We about to change some lives. We about to save some souls. We about to, it's a wrap. Bye, y'all.